Hey everyone, thanks for tuning back into my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Rachel. I make videos every week on a bunch of different things, so welcome. So for today's video, I thought it would be fun to share with you guys 10 things that I have learned that I wish I knew before I got a kitten. And just a little bit of background, my boyfriend and I adopted our kitten Blueberry 2 weeks ago, and I just have to share this funny story because I introduced Blueberry in my sports bra video, and I introduced her as a female because we were told that she was a female, and it said it on the papers, said that she was spayed, so we just believed the people we were adopting from. And we went to the vet yesterday and they did a routine physical on her, and turns out that she is actually a male. So we mainly call him Blue anyways, so his name is at least gender neutral, but it's just funny because we didn't know. He was neutered the day before we actually adopted him, so we just thought okay, it's a little inflamed down there. And honestly, the cat genitalia does not it doesn't look that different, I guess, between a male and female. So we didn't think anything of it. You cannot see clearly what's down there really. So yeah, I feel kind of dumb for not knowing, but trust me, if you look at it, it kind of resembles a female dog's genitalia, the same as a male cat. It's weird. So anyways, we're still very happy that we have him. We love him so much. He's really sweet. But yeah, it's just funny because now he has pink collar, pink litter box. So, oh well. So anyways, I hope this video is helpful for anybody who is thinking about getting a cat or kitten. I will say, even though I've only had Blueberry for 2 weeks, I feel I've learned a lot. I hope these little things that I'm going to share are helpful for you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first I want to show you guys my little kitten, and he's in a playful mood right now, so he's trying to bite me. This is Blueberry. Mainly just call him Blue again, but he's a domestic short hair, and he is gonna be 3 months old. His birthday is April 17th, so he'll be 3 months old July 17th. So it's crazy because we've already seen so much growth. When we got him, he was only 2 pounds, and now he's already 3.5, which the vet said is normal for them to grow that much. So it's just sad seeing him already get bigger. Okay, so let's get into this. So the first thing that I wish I knew, which I kind of already knew, but to an extent, is that your cat will get into and onto everything. When they're in a new place, they want to explore their new surroundings and get used to it. So they will try to climb and explore as much as they can. So for example, Blue has tried to jump on lamps, and he doesn't realize that the lamp can't support him, so he's knocked them down before. Luckily they are hard to break. Another thing he's tried to explore is the plants that we have. He's tried to eat the leaves, eat the dirt, so we've had to definitely switch around things in the apartment. Hi! Here, you want your chew toy? Don't use my kimono. But yeah, we've had to adjust where things are and just be really keep a watchful eye on him because we're home a lot right now, which is why we got a kitten at this time. It was the best time for us, trying to train him not to jump on certain things because all he does is want to explore. The second tip I have is to be prepared for some things to be destroyed and broken in your house. Right now he's trying to destroy my kimono that I'm wearing. And at 4 in the morning last week, we were woken up because we leave the door open at night so he can either come in and sleep with us or just go out and sleep in the living room. And I heard a bang, and he ended up knocking down one of our plants and breaking the pot. So I would just say expect things to be destroyed. Not everything, but just make sure that if something is really, really valuable to you, that you hide it. The third thing I wish I knew before getting a kitten is that certain plants are toxic for kittens and cats. Like I know lilies are really toxic for them, tulips. I'm gonna share a list right here so you guys can see what other plants are bad for them. And we have about like 5 or 6 plants right now. Luckily, none of them are on this list, which is good, but we just have to be more watchful of that because I wanted to get like a flower plant and I love tulips, so I'm glad I like didn't have anything beforehand. So if anything, I'm just gonna be buying like fake flowers. The plants that we currently have are fine, but we still watch out because we don't want him to just like eat the dirt or eat the plants. The fourth thing that I kind of knew before I got a kitten, but learned really once we got Blue, is that they are already potty trained, at least with our kitten. You know, we put out the litter box the first day that we got him, and I was a little bit worried at first because the first day that we got him, he was exploring around the entire apartment. But one thing he did that I thought was odd was he lied down in his litter box. And we didn't know if like, you know, that was a bad sign. We wanted him to just use the litter box to go to the bathroom. So whenever he was just like lying in the box and not like moving things around, we would take him out. And we actually bought a covering for the litter box. We didn't have it the first couple days, but he luckily still used the litter box. But just to make it more private, they sell like a covering that can just go right over the box with a little like swing door. So I think that's really nice because cats do like their privacy when they're using the bathroom, and we have not had any accidents. Like, it's amazing. Most of the time cats are already potty trained depending on like what age you get them at. And again, we got Blueberry when he was 2 months. The fifth thing that I didn't know before I got a kitten is that cats are trainable. So, you know, like you can train a dog to sit and fetch and whatnot. You can also train a cat to do different things. So we have trained Blue to sit. Usually we just do like little treats, but he can sit for like a couple of seconds now, which is pretty good. And we are also getting him adjusted to like going on walks. So unfortunately his harness doesn't fit him yet. We got him a kitten-sized harness, but he's still just like a little too small for it. And I get nervous with it, you know, I don't want the harness to like slide off of him, because it's actually done that a couple times when we just put the harness on him in the apartment. We're just getting him adjusted to the harness and the leash and having him see like, okay, this is not a toy for you to play with. This is just when we're gonna go around and walk. So he's been doing pretty well with it. It's just we can't go outside yet because I'm leery still about the harness, and I want to make sure it's going to be nice and tight on him. So the next thing that I didn't know prior to getting a cat is, you know, you should get your cat used to being in a cat carrier, which can be like any type of bag. We got ours at Petco. It was kind of expensive, honestly. It was like 50 or 60 bucks, but it's really good quality, and he'll be able to use it pretty much all his life because it's like for medium-sized cats. Like I said, we went to the vet yesterday. So beforehand, we have just been taking Blue out on walks using the cat carrier because again, his harness is still like not the tightest on him, so I don't trust that. But we wanted to get him used to walks and used to the cat carrier. So we just figured, okay, let's walk around the neighborhood a couple times and we'll keep him in the cat carrier. We brought a couple treats with us. We put a toy in there just to make it feel more like home for him. And honestly, he's been really adjusting well to the cat carrier. He doesn't meow in it. He only meowed in it when we were leaving the vet because, you know, we couldn't go in the vet with him. He was probably a little bit scared, so he just wanted to get out and be home. But when we've been taking him on walks, he is fine. He's very curious about what's going on outside, and we want to make sure to just keep it as positive as possible because we don't want to just associate his cat carrier with going to the vet. So since he just went to the vet yesterday and had like a negative experience with it, we'll probably take him on a walk today or tomorrow just to associate another positive experience with being in the carrier. So the next thing that I have learned is always have a toy nearby. Like I have his little champagne or little wine bottle here. I got a set of 4. I think these are so cute because cats, especially kittens, when they're really playful, they think like anything's a toy. So my biggest thing was I don't want my cat to bite me. Like, I want to try and train a nice cat who knows that, you know, you don't bite people's hands, you just bite the objects that were like waving in front of you. So this has definitely been helpful. Like, I make sure we have a toy in pretty much every room of our apartment, because when he's acting up, like before he was trying to chew my kimono, and I just tried giving him the toy to distract him from that. I definitely don't want him to think that our hands are anything to play with. So I would always recommend having a toy nearby and leaving like one toy at least in every room, just so you can quickly grab it if he tries to like bite your hands. The next thing I've learned is that sometimes, honestly, the best toys that cats love are not toys at all. So I'll give an example. I have like a crappy pair of slip-on sandals. Like, they're old, I just wear them around the house, I never wear them out, and he loves them. Like, he loves chewing on our slip-on sandals, and honestly, I don't mind. Like, so far we have like 5 toys for him. We're still trying to explore and get a couple more different toys, especially for when we go to work. Like, we want to make sure that he's able to like entertain himself. But yeah, I mean, sometimes the things around the house don't mind turning into a toy might be perfect. So like, we don't mind him chewing on our slip-on sandals because, like I said, we just wear them in here, and my pair is really old, so that's actually been a really great toy. Like, we have a little laser pointer, and I'll just go from like one sandal to the other and point the laser, and he goes back and forth forever. He loves it. The next thing that I have learned that I didn't know before getting a kitten is when they're most active during the day. So online it says that cats are most active at dawn and dusk. And for us, it's a little bit different. Like, dusk, I would think, is like 7 o'clock at night, maybe 8 right now because of what time the sun's setting. But our cat, he gets so active right before we're gonna go to bed. So I don't know if like it excites him that we're like coming into the bedroom to like, you know, just lie down and chill, but he goes berserk. So we have learned between like 10 and 11, we will play with him for an hour to try and tire him out as much as possible. This way he'll fall asleep when we do. So yeah, try to tire your cat out when either if you know like you're gonna be gone for a few hours, you wanna tire them out before you leave, or before bed is a really good time to tire them out. And the last thing that I wish I knew before we got our kitten is definitely adoption is the way to go. It sucks because we were looking into getting a Bengal kitten at first, and we were thinking, okay, let's go through a breeder. Oh my god, I feel so dumb because I put down a $250 deposit for a Bengal that, besides the deposit, costs $1,500 from a breeder, which is ridiculous because we adopted Blue for $275. So pretty much what I paid for that deposit was the same cost for Blue. And obviously we didn't go through the breeder, which I'm so happy we didn't. Like, I can't even fathom that I thought to pay $1,500. Like, there are so many places to adopt and they're so much cheaper. Like, we got him at 8 weeks, and the Bengal breeder said you couldn't have him until like 12 or 13 weeks. So we're getting more time with him for much less money and same quality cat. I just don't get why breeders charge so much, like maybe for like purebreds, but still, it's not worth it in my eyes. Like, the adoption place that we went, even though they messed up the gender, they were amazing, and they had all these little kittens that wanted to be adopted. So I would definitely recommend to adopt, and don't waste your money on a breeder unless you're gonna try and do like a show cat or a show dog. So I hope this video was helpful again for anybody who is considering like getting a kitten or a cat. Again, I love Blue so much. It was like the happiest decision that we could have made. We had been talking for a couple months prior that we really wanted an animal, and our apartment only allows for cats. I've never actually owned a cat prior to Blue. I've had dogs in my family in the past, and you know, you hear things about cats like, oh, their temperament and they bite, but honestly, as long as you train them young, like, they will grow up to be loving cats. So I definitely recommend getting a cat. Oh, and he's licking me. Hi. Yeah. See, I'm sweet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a like down below. Comment what you thought. I would love to know if you guys also have cats. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.